Folks, what's up? Welcome to my
Hey,
face.
folks.
Today I'm going to let you in on my recording process a bit, just because I want to show you guys that I'm legit and that
I want to show you that I'm real, that I'm authentic.
that this all comes from
that I'm creating all
hard
this
work and dedication
like,
and all of this such.
All coming from a real place. It's coming from real hard work and dedication. So generally, what I'll do is when I'm writing the song is that like I'll just kind of turn off my brain and start like just playing. Usually first thing in the morning after I've had my coffee and whatever. Like I'll sit there and I'll just noodle a bit, like not think about it too much. Like try to turn off my brain so that like it just it flows through. And this is what I came up with the other day. The one I'm working on it goes like this. That's the riff. Now I'm going to show you the next part, which is plotting drums to that. I've got this basically ancient program now. It's called Beatcraft. I paid for it back in the early 2000s. Well, not early 2000s. Maybe 2012 is when I bought this program. I think it's free now because it's just really old and hardly anyone uses it anymore, if anyone. And a lot of it is just clicking where you want the notes to go. Right now I'm boosting all the kick drums because like I forgot to do that earlier, but this is what it looks and sounds like. Rule of thumb, I never write anything I can't actually play because I'm actually going to be playing this later. Alright, now that I got everything how I want it, I got a whole sequence, patterns, all of it lined up the way I want the song to be. I'm going to render this to wave because it's the best quality volume. It has to just do it. And you wait for that to happen. Cool. It automatically loads up. Now, find that file. Generally, I keep that in Beatcraft folder. We found the file. The next part of the process, we're going to create a new project in Reaper. Go to the file. We're going to drag it over. We're going to get a new track, record some bass, and I'll see y'all at the next part. I'm not going to tell you all my secrets, but I'm going to share some expensive knowledge with you. Next up is my bass rig, so check this out. It's a little bit different, not too different. I always run through this particular bass. Bass is tuned to standard tuning in the song, and the guitar is drop A. The bass runs into here, the tuner. The tuner has a splitter. Part of the splitter, this goes to the clean signal. This other side goes to the whammy pedal, which I have tuned an octave down, so it's an octave pedal. From the octave pedal, we go into the metal muff. From the metal muff to the AB selector. And this one's the clean signal, because I wanted to have the clean tone. This one was more saturated with octave and metal muff tone. This turns all that into one input, and that goes into my Harkey here. It's a 600 watt tube amplifier. Out of that, I'm running an XLR direct to a Focusrite 8i2, and that's just my home rig. Now for guitar tone, it's much more comically simple because for years I used to mic it up. Like I used to actually have a cabinet and I would run my Orange Micro Dark or my PV Viper. But right now I don't have a cabinet, so what I've been doing is I run this here and I run it directly to the Orange. I run it out of the headphone jack into the Focusrite here. You gotta be a little bit careful because it can be overpowering. Technically, I do things direct, but not in the way everybody else does because like I'm still using real amplifiers. But anyways, on to the next step. I'm gonna tell you some of what I do in order to record drums. I've got some decent gear here, and it's taken me years to build this up. Nothing's consistent, so I don't know. Like it's pretty good, dude. It's pretty good stuff. Like I got a 90s model Tama Rockstar. The cymbals are chipped, just my crash and my china, but it'll have to do for now. There's my lighting and my tripod. Haven't quite found a good way to find an angle where you can see everything. I think I'll have that solved today, maybe, hopefully, because we're about to track the drums for the song. Basically, I'm gonna play the same part that I had recorded prior with a Beatcraft that I showed you guys. So what mics I'm working with, pretty standard stuff. I've got SM58s on the toms, Rode M5s for my overheads. I only use overheads on the cymbals. Sure, SM57 on the snare. In my kick drum, Audix D6, which is like the perfect kick drum mic if you want the attack clicky sound that
It sounds really nice on my recordings. SM58, that's the same one I use on my vocals too. All of this is running into a Focusrite 8i20, each drum mics, and 2 condensers for all the cymbals, and that goes straight into my DAW. I have a click that's gonna go off, and I'm gonna play to the thing. So I'm letting y'all in on the next step of my process. It almost feels completely separate from the rest of the process of recording, because it kind of is. I'm gonna introduce y'all to how I do vocals. And right now I'm at my rehearsal space. What I got here is a microphone. This is a Shure SM58. I highly recommend these for vocals. It's the industry standard. They're about $100 mic. I'm running this through this vocal pedal. I usually use this on my scatting layers and a few of the background vocals. And what that pedal does is it doubles the vocals. It's a doubler. It's a TC Helicon critical mass pedal. It does some octave stuff too, but I just use it for the doubler because I like the way doublers sound. And then that's running to my Focusrite 8i20. It's in input 1. What I do when I'm coming up with lyrics is that I will sing some melodies with like some say for example, with the song was called Too Far Gone. The vocal melody for that started with and then after that it became, can you save me from this hell? Tell me, have I fallen too far? I can feel it in my soul. Will you lead me through the dark? That's how it evolved. So when I'm starting off a new song, I start off with that. And I record the first couple of layers like that. And if you really listen to, like, on some really good headphones and really listen for it, you can still hear that. Because I left it in there because it adds some extra depth and emotion. Because, like, it's a connection with God type thing. That's the beginning of the process. I'm here now. I'm there now. Okay, dudes and dudettes, that does it for this video. Let me know if y'all want to see more content like this, if you want to know more of my processes, because like this is only a small fraction of what goes into it. If you want to know what goes behind the video editing, if you want to know what goes behind the mixing and mastering, because that's a huge process also that a ton of work goes into. If y'all are interested in that, let me know. If y'all don't like this, let me know. Thanks for coming out. Check out the song. The links in the comments or the description, depending on where it's posted. If this is TikTok, just look 2 videos ago. The song is called Scapegoat. Go look up my band On the Nova and check out my solo project Slow Side. Alright, much love. Hi.